We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. For the first time with Travis Etienne. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now this is Etienne on the draw. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Julian Blackmon bringing him down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cody. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, Cody throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Cody. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now it's Carson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A handoff for Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Looking to throw, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 score line as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on 1st down. Cody toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Off play action. Cody. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Back to throw. Cody. He's got Granson, his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Cody. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got him.
Looking to throw. Cody. Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Fertzer. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, some strong running. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cody flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. To throw on 2nd down, Cody. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cody. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, Cody. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Cody. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cody. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They go play action here on 1st down. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there for Indy.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Cody. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 22. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Back to throw. Cody. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Kylan Granson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Able to fight through 1 tackle. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 40. And they will bring it back. Interception return for the Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne, 81 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Bulldozes past him. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Throwing on first down. Coney. He sets to fire deep. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Cody escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Looking to throw. Cody. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw there caught by Gallup. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's going through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a two-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the 27th, Lawrence to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Back to the ground with ETN. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Lawrence. That's Gallup on the slant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. ETN, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's big south.
They run once more with Taylor. Shrugs him off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. ETN once more. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.